I'm turning 40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like, not where I wanted to be. I haven't succeeded at anything. God, have I even tried? Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything. And I don't know how to, I did this whole growing thing wrong. Like I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be able to handle these things, and I can't handle anything. And I literally am just realizing, like, it's been 40 years of this, and like, it's 40 years of just being confused and not knowing and like figuring things out slower and like not like I haven't built anything. I have nothing like to show for this time. I just don't know what I'm doing here, and I'm lost. I'm afraid, and I
saw these videos and I thought I should share them because honestly, there are a lot of people who are going through so much heartbreak within their mind and their heart, and they feel like failures because a lot of the things that they thought they would have by this time in their life, they don't have. The achievements that they think they would have, the goals that they set for themselves that they don't have, and then having to start over. And this thing is something that people in their early 30s and 40s are actually experiencing, and people in their 50s are experiencing, and it's so painful and hurtful for them to like have to start over, and it just crushed their hearts because they're like, damn, this wasn't how it was supposed to be, because they already planned, this was what they thought, this is where they thought they were going to be, like they thought they were going to be up there in life, but now everything has to start afresh. We have some people who are in their 30s, 40s, going back to school. So we're going to be checking out these videos, and but before we get right into this video and check it out, please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into this video.
I just saw the video a woman posted basically crashing out because she was about to turn 40, and I am 40 today and having a lot of the same feelings. And I looked in the comments and I saw comment after comment after comment of millennials who also feel the same way. And I thought about this and I'm like, why is this happening? And then it occurred to me, of course it's happening. We grew up in a culture that valued what you do over who you are. How quickly you can get a degree and start a family and buy a house, but never asking like, who are you going to become? And it's hard because if you're not one of those people who's a hustler, or feels like you just have to, go and just achieve all the time, it can really make you feel like you're not enough. But I've made it a practice, and I'm just feeling emotional because I feel like we need to talk about this. And a lot of people, like, this is what's inside of them. Like, check on your millennials, y'all, because this is what's inside a lot of us. But I've tried to make it a practice to ask when I meet somebody, instead of what do you do? What are you passionate about? What brings you joy? What makes your heart sing? It's such a, in my opinion, more powerful way to start an initiation with someone, to start a conversation with someone, and to make someone feel valued beyond the work that they do. And I'm a creative, so I'm an actor. I'm creating on here. I have a TikTok shop I'll tag if you want to follow it. I'm trying to grow there. But like if especially if you're doing things like that and you're not producing in the way that this culture, in a way that America tells us we need to produce, it can be really easy to feel like you failed. So I understand the way that this woman felt, but it's a lie. And I have to give it to Gen Z for like breaking a lot of these chains, because they said, fuck you, I'm not going to do this like whole like work till I'm 60 to maybe retire, at 65 and maybe get a few years of like peace. And I love that there's so many people who have become, millionaires or making hundreds of thousands of dollars on this app, for example, because I don't feel like we have to be a slave to this idea that our parents and their parents said that we had to live by. A lot of these systems that were created by people who wanted to keep us working. So I don't know. Happy birthday to me. I hope that if anybody else is feeling this way, any other millennials especially, that it's just a good reminder to just check in with yourself, to tell your friends that like they're good people, to talk to people about what you like about who they are, and maybe not just define value by what someone does, but how they're showing up and what they're sharing with the world and what gifts they have to offer. That's really important too. So to the girl who posted this, happy upcoming birthday. I hope that you continue to explore yourself, share your gifts. That's so valuable. And just don't let our society make you believe that it's not.
That lady on here and she's crying because she's 40 years old and she feels like she's not where she want to be in life. If that's not a wake-up call for you, a lot of y'all sit around and y'all act like y'all got all the time in the world to get to where you need to be. And then be mean as fuck to younger people because you wasted your motherfucking life bullshitting. Then you be walking around mad as fuck with a motherfucking attitude because you ain't do what you was supposed to do. You ain't put in the motherfucking work. You missed out on golden fucking opportunities. The fuck? You feel like I'll just wait for tomorrow to get started. I'll just wait for the perfect time, for the perfect opportunity. The opportunity is now. The time is now. Why are you keep putting off something that you can do right now? A lot of y'all feel like, oh, it's going to happen for me. Somebody's going to come and save me. I don't know what fucking delusional land that y'all live in. You feel like one day you're going to wake up and you're going to go from 250 pounds down to 100 pounds and you don't even feel like you're supposed to get up and exercise? You feel like one day everything is going to change for you, but you don't even make a schedule. You don't even stay on top of things. Y'all live in this delusional mindset that everything is just going to happen because you are who you are. Ho, you is not a motherfucking 10-piece extra crispy, extra wet. Okay? Let's be real. You're not that special, okay? Nothing is just going to fall in your lap because you woke up today and it's a beautiful fucking day in the neighborhood. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort. Because one thing about it, when somebody sees you trying, they want to help you even more. A lot of y'all be sitting on your ass, whatever your situation may be, and just feel like people are supposed to just give you things and things are supposed to work out. Y'all feel like y'all relationships are just supposed to get better when you're not even willing to put in the fucking work. Shit, even Sheila climbed up the fucking hill to get Mike and he still left her ass. Every time you disagree with somebody, you feel like, oh, I'm supposed to cut them off. That's not how love works. That's not how relationships work. People are going to hurt you. Y'all listen to all this social media bullshit that's telling you like, oh, you're not supposed to. You going to go through something with somebody. But Jazz, my therapist said, unless you get off your motherfucking ass and you start being ready to put in the work, whether that's a relationship, whether it's fitness, whatever your goals, career goals, mental goals, nothing is going to change until you get good and motherfucking ready to change it. She fucking crying on the internet talking about, oh, I'm 40 and I ain't where I want to be. Shit, I know motherfuckers ain't even reached the age of 18, even reached the age of 25, and she talking about she ain't where she want to be at 40. Like, put in the work now so you can be where you want to be at 45, at 50, at 60. Baby, tell me, what was you doing at 30? What was you doing at 35? Don't shit just happen overnight. Y'all feel like you just gonna rub a motherfucking bald nigga head and everything is gonna be fucking good for you. You gotta put in the work now. I can't stand when I see people that's been fat their whole fucking life talking about some, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna get up and lose the weight, but they never fucking get in the gym. Okay, Jazz, no fat shaming. They don't walk. They don't eat right. Y'all just think things are supposed to just happen for you? No, you're not that special. Put in the work. Put in the time. Put in the fucking energy to build your fucking life the way you want it. Whether it's your career, whether it's fitness, whatever it is, especially your mental health. Because I used to be depressed like a motherfucker. Come on now, check in. Or you going to be clocked the fuck out, period.
I am here in a school parking lot because I'm about to sign up for school. It is a trade school. I know people have like mixed opinions when it comes to trade schools, but given my circumstances, I would like to get in and get out. Okay. It's a 9-month program. I have a lot of tightness in my chest right now with anxiety because I know that every single day is going to be extremely difficult for me mentally because everything's always a fight. Every day there has to be an argument, there has to be a fight, there has to be some type of yelling, some type of crying. And I have 4 kids and I'm like, oh my God, I hope I'm making the right decision. I hope that I have enough strength to get through the schoolwork with dealing with everything else in my life. Wish me luck. Here's to the future.
Did you guys see that video of that girl who was bawling her eyes out because she's 40 years old and she feels like she hasn't accomplished anything? He's like shocked that that video blew up, but she is not alone. It's all of us, all the millennials. It's like one of the reasons that I commend the younger generation, because I feel like they're doing everything bigger and faster at a younger age. I mean, rightfully so. I think they're learning the lessons of the generation that came before them. But you gotta understand, the millennial generation was taught to just work like slaves and you'll achieve something in a failing economy. We were definitely sold the pipe dream of pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. The American dream. We thought that we were going to be able to work and buy a home and have the 2.5 children and a marriage, and we didn't get any of that. The whole economy has shifted to something totally different. Work don't make you money no more. And job security, you could just kiss that shit goodbye. Most of the millennials are starting over right now. I'm 40 years old. I used to work 10 years at a bus company. I thought I was going to retire from there. COVID happened and everything changed. Now I'm unemployed. I went back to college and I'm pursuing content creation. Like, if you would have asked me about 5 to 10 years before, I would have told you BS that this is going to be my life. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm not. I'm rolling with the punches. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding the wave. I know I'm going to be okay, but definitely I understand her and I feel her pain. And I have plenty of nights of me bawling and crying and feeling unaccomplished and feeling like a loser myself at the age of 40. The millennial generation is a generation that was stuck in the transitional phase. So a lot of us just fell in between the cracks. I don't know. I'm just talking though. Food for thought.
Nobody's dating anymore. And no, it's not because people are lazy, shallow, or afraid of commitment. It's because we're all trying to build love in a system that was never designed to hold it. This isn't a you problem, it's not even a them problem. It's a world problem, and we've all been dragged into it. First up, marriage. Not happening. People aren't coupling up at 22 with matching towels and a mortgage anymore. Why? Because we can't afford love and dental, duh. And if you do find someone you vibe with, you still gotta cross-reference credit scores, trauma loads, and whether you're building something or just filling space until they figure it out. So people are going solo, delaying marriage, skipping kids, and replacing intimacy with curated solitude and memes about emotional damage. We're independent, but not necessarily on purpose. Stay with me, because this brings me to work, like the jobs we clock in for. Remote work was supposed to be the dream. You roll out of bed, no bra, microwave a coffee 3 times, and boom, you're a functioning adult. But with fewer partners, fewer coworkers, fewer daily interactions, a lot of us are just sitting in silence, screaming inside group chats that don't reply. That's not freedom. That's isolation in disguise as freedom. We traded cubicles for freedom, but freedom without support is just isolation in yoga pants. And the gig economy? The gig economy. We were promised flexibility, but it's more like, congratulations! You're the CEO of your own burnout. And it's not that everyone wants to be famous or an influencer either. It's that no one wants to work full time and still feel broke. The jobs that hold the world together don't come with stability anymore. They come with back pain, burnout, and $27 left by Thursday. We turned caretaking into failure and spectacle into value. We forgot that some jobs aren't glamorous. They're holy. Most high-paying jobs now are capital jobs, not societal ones. The guy shifting imaginary numbers on Wall Street makes 7 figures, but the social worker keeping families from falling apart, they're crying on their lunch break making $20 an hour. Tell me again how that's okay. We are not rewarding people who sustain life. We are rewarding people who extract from it. And then, if you do want to be one of the smarty good ones, like a therapist or a nurse practitioner, congrats! That'll be 6 years of school, $100,000 in debt, and the privilege of being broke while you save lives. The path to freedom requires 5 years of unpaid internships and a master's degree in burnout. And the middle path, dignified work, fair play, no burnout, doesn't seem to exist. You want to know what's really sexy? Living within your means. We know the system's broken. We're just too tired to fight someone's uncle in the comments again. Like, yes, Mark, I do believe capitalism is unsustainable. No, I don't have the energy to debate it between my 2 jobs and this stress rash. And let's bring in identity really quick. shall we? Back in the day, identity was like, I'm John, I fish. Now it's, I'm demisexual plant-based Virgo who's pivoting from UX design to somatic healing while exploring my inner child and launching a newsletter about dopamine regulation. We're free to be anything, but nobody warned us that freedom comes with an infinite existential crisis and an identity buffet where every dish might give you spiritual food poisoning. So while we're spiraling about who we are, student debt is suffocating us, housing is laughable, and climate change is throwing hands. And instead of helping each other, we're either too busy fighting online or closed off from the world. Because the American system trained us to turn on each other or to close the world out. Trust in people? Only 34% of Americans say they believe most people can be trusted. That's not just sad, it's apocalyptic. It's the village is burning and everyone is live streaming it energy. We are in a spiritual dissonance, people. Our bodies are humming one rhythm: rest, community, meaning. And capitalism is blaring dubstep in the background, screaming, monetize or die, baby. And I'm sorry, but no, I don't want to build a brand. I want to be held. We're not broken, people. We're just awake in a world that keeps gaslighting our gut. And then we get told to fix it with hustle. Launch a business, monetize your hobbies, become a boss. Man, launch what? The microwave? We don't need passive income. We need passive nervous systems. We need to stop measuring worth in productivity and start remembering that being human is not a brand strategy. It's not that we're bad at dating. Maybe it's that dating can't survive in a world this spiritually malnourished.
When I tell you that this whole living life and trying to like have, you need to have a purpose, you need to like achieve a certain thing, and like the whole blueprint that has been set up for you to actually live life, I'm telling you, like, this thing is stressful. Because I understand, like, for those people who have achieved all those things that they possibly like have planned for themselves, and they say, oh, they set up this certain goal and they achieve it. Yeah, it might be different for you, you might be enjoying it, but like not everybody's literally gonna have like the same life. That like not everybody's gonna reach that goal or whatever was set up for the life, for you to be seen as successful in this life, you know, what the society has set up. It's like, it's really stressful on some people. Not everybody have the same, not everybody's gonna make it to that particular point. Not everybody's gonna have a house, not everybody's gonna have family, not everybody's gonna be rich or have a very solid good career that they have at those age that people actually think you should have all those things at. And the truth is, like, why can't we just live life and just experience life without actually having this whole goal? Why can't we just live life and just, you know, enjoy it? Like, everything has to be so stressful. Everything has to be, oh, you gotta be at this point. And then you have people who are having this stress within their nervous system where they feel like if they just sit still, they're stressed. Like, they're not achieving something. They're not getting to that point that they need to get to. They need to be doing something.
Anybody else think about the fact that capitalism has conditioned us so much to feel like we have to do something useful every single second of every single day? I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of feeling like every time I have a moment of freedom, I have to put it towards my career or my finances or my passion project. I just want to stop thinking about so many things at the same time and be able to enjoy my life every once in a while. You know? What a concept that would be. And maybe a lot of it's in my head, but well, maybe a good portion of it's in my head, but maybe it's freaking society and yeah.
You need to be productive, and all those things are actually tiring. Like, damn, did we even ask to be here on this earth? And now you're being forced to do all those things. If you don't do it, you're going to struggle and be broke and poor. And really, time really flies so fast. Like, the fact that you see a lot of people who are in their like early 20s, they feel so stressed because like the whole thing where you're supposed to like be done with school, done with college, have like a good career, have money, start up a good business or whatever you want to do with your life. You're supposed to have all those things. That's why you see people are stressed in this age. Like, a lot of people, young adults are so stressed because they feel like they don't even have any, like, there's no chance of them actually getting or achieving, being close to achieving all those things, because right now things are just shitty. The economy is bad. It's not making things look good at all. No jobs. Like, have multiple degrees and still have no job, and still be trying to get a job, still be working like some low income jobs. And that's the reality of it. Like, houses are ridiculously high and expensive that you cannot afford, and they're cheaply built. And then you have, like, what else are you supposed to chase? You've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.